My daughter is making weird noises in the background. You're welcome for that. I can't believe I have this in my hands. Changed my life when I was a child. Like, this was my... Somebody, not naming names, this. And then I have this entire box which is filled with books. Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacklyn and my daughter is making weird noises in the background. You're welcome for that. In today's video, we are doing a bunch of bookish stuff again. This is me speaking from the future, so we're going to go back in time because I just put this bookcase together, and the process of this video is just going to be a bunch of bookish things, getting this section of my house all decorated. So I want to decorate this bookshelf, I want to rearrange this bookshelf. I just literally talked about it 2 seconds ago, so you'll see it in a minute, but I bought a bunch of decorations and stuff that I want to put around the house, put in here, make it a cute, cozy space. Yeah, so that is the plan. Welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for being here. We're just gonna get around to doing a whole bunch of bookish stuff. We're gonna do some crafty stuff. We might go book shopping and pick up a few new books, get some trophies for the shelves. You know the drill. That is pretty much what it's gonna be. So let's go back into the past and you can watch me put together the bookcase and then we'll go from there. I'm literally sweating from putting that bookcase together. Alright, let's get into it. I'm literally sweating. It's so hot.
It's so hot.
Yeah, it's so hot. Okay, as you can see behind me, we are putting together another bookcase. I ordered this a little while ago and I have been collecting some stuff for the past like 2 weeks or so to put together a new bookcase and sort out books. There's a lot going on today. I have so much to update you on. I'm so excited to have another bookcase and change things around a little bit. We're gonna build this and then I will talk to you about the other stuff that I have collected and want to put together and decorate with. Yeah, we're just gonna put this bookcase together. It's gonna take me forever because I don't even have a drill or an impact driver or anything like that. I just have a screwdriver. So wish me luck.
Wow, that's a big.
Bookcase. I'm going to put it in the room where I want it. That didn't actually take me as long as what I thought it would. This is my second time making one, so I feel like I kind of knew what was going on. The first one took me about an hour to make. This one took me half an hour to make, so a lot quicker. I'm just gonna move it in there and put the shelves in. This is the space that I have for the bookcase. Fingers crossed it fits. I did measure it. I'm just hoping that it all works. Okay, so we can slide this one this way. Oops, that's not important. Ignore that breakage that just happened. Why is this one slightly taller? No idea. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Ta-da! Not bad for 29 weeks pregnant.
To go.
And then I have this entire box which is filled with books. I went on a holiday recently with my family and I was in my childhood home at my mum and dad's house. I ended up going through my old bedroom cupboards because my mum and dad still have all my stuff from like high school and when I was a little kid and just stuff that I don't store in my own house. And I picked up all my childhood books that I was super fond of. I really wanted to bring them and put them on the shelves for when Iverson and our next child are a bit bigger, a bit older, and hopefully they can read them as well and enjoy them as much as I did. This is getting heavy, so I'm going to put it down, but this whole box is full of books and we will go through this sometime soon. Then I recently got these candles, which I actually am obsessed
What
with.
is that one?
It came in a box of 3 and they're just battery powered. They all turn on. You can use the remote. You can change the colour of them. I usually just leave them on the yellow. And you can also put them on a timer for a couple of hours, which I thought was amazing. So I turned those off. I got a cute little angel fairy that I wanted to use to decorate, and a whole bunch of photo frames, literally a whole stack of photo frames. Also, this is my favorite. It's just covered in little gold butterflies. I love it. To decorate, these won't all go in here, but I'm thinking I can put some here. Some of these bigger frames will actually go out in the lounge room. I'm just trying to like decorate the house in general. And I also bought a bunch of like beads and charms and things like that. Like little beads. Because what I wanted to do is with these cups, this one has a little face. And this one is just flowers. What I wanted to do with these cups was put this flower arrangement foam, foam brick, cut it up and put it inside one of these, or both of them. Make like little gardens in the pots so that they can be a decoration kind of like this, but made out of beads. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. That will probably take me actually forever, but that's what I want to do because I have like little butterflies that fly around, little decorations.
I'm going to see my bead.
Okay, you can do that. So I just have little knickknacks and decorations and stuff that I have been collecting over the past couple of weeks. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get it all sorted and put it together. I just wanted to bring you guys along for the process. So basically I'm going to unpack that box of books and put that on this bookshelf, and I'll probably transfer a bunch of stuff from this one because this one is getting quite full. I'll transfer some of it onto this one as well so that it's more even on both sides. And then we have more space for new books as well as decorations and knickknacks and stuff like that. Iverson just went down for a nap, so I think I'm going to go through my box of books and reorganize my shelves to the best of my ability currently, figure out what we're working with. We'll just see how it goes. I don't know where to put this. It was on a bedside table, but I moved the bedside table into Ivy's bedroom and I am not putting these in her bedroom, but I don't know where else I can put them. You can't tell me that they're not the cutest thing in the entire world. I'm obsessed with them. I need to go get more. These, My Secret Unicorn. These 2 books were some of my all-time favorite books when I was really young, like I'd say 6 or 7, maybe 8. I was obsessed with these. This one is literally falling to pieces. It's like got sticky tape holding it together. I just loved it. I also found my copies of Twilight. I genuinely cannot remember reading these, but I know that I did, but I can't remember physically reading them. The Gypsy Crown, and it's a series. This series changed my life when I was a child. Like, this was my favorite series just before I went to high school, so when I was like 11 and 12. I read this constantly. I would read it and then I would reread it and then I would just keep reading. Like, I was so in love with this world. It's my favorite series. Nobody knows that this exists and you can't find the books anywhere anymore. Like, they just don't exist. I feel like maybe now, because I have an abundance of room, I can display some of my favorite books like forward facing and some of my special editions. I'm going to try that out. I think I'm happy with this for now. It's probably the best that I can do right now. So I'm going to do some other stuff. I need to do some work. I need to finish editing my previous vlog. I need to start my new vlog. I'm mind blanking. I need to charge my camera. What else do I need to do? One thing at a time. One thing at a time. on to the next. Okay, this could be the silliest idea I have ever had. Could be, potentially, because look at all these tiny little pieces. Now you gotta be careful with them, no spilling or anything, okay? But I am going to attempt to make some of the beaded plants that I want to make. I have filled my little cups with like flower arrangement foam. That's my understanding of what it is. I've filled both of them. I don't think I'll get that much done today, maybe only a couple. Somebody, not naming names, is in a very bad mood and needs to go down for a nap, but it is only 20 past 9 in the morning. And she normally doesn't go down for a nap until 12:30, 1 o'clock. So, as I say, probably the silliest idea I have ever had. I'm just going to chuck on a YouTube video and get started on this. Hopefully all the tiny little pieces will distract her and she can help me as well build something of her own. Yeah, we're just going to get started, see where the craftiness takes us. Don't mind the mess. It is what it is. If this clip from here like literally cuts out and you see nothing of what I've done and I just update you on like what happened, it went very badly. But fingers crossed we get at least a little bit of something done. This is where I've gotten so far on my beaded pot plant. I made this one, and then Iverson made this one. As you would have seen from this morning when we were doing that was like a whole chaotic process because Iverson was in such a grumpy mood this morning. She must have got out of bed on the wrong side. When I brought all the beads out and she was actually concentrating on what she was doing, it worked out pretty well. It was an hour-long activity that we did together, so that was really good. An hour-long distraction, I guess. But it did take me an hour just to make those two beaded things, and I'm not super happy with them. I think, I think I could have done a way better job, but you're never good at something the first time that you do it, so I'm just gonna leave them as is. I'm just gonna leave it as like a fun activity that Ivy and I did together and keep it nice and happy in my memories and not really like stress about how I think it looks. And then hopefully I can make some more as we go along and just add to the pot plants. As you will see from the lighting, it is quite dark at the moment. It is currently 10 past 9 p.m. The house is empty. The lengths that I have gone to be able to go to this midnight release tonight is wild. Iverson is staying at a grandparent's house. My husband, who is not here, he works night shift, so he's actually at work at the moment. If he was at home and was like asleep right now, then I would have, obviously Ivy would be here with us and she would just be asleep with him in the house while I was out. But because he's on night shift and works night shift, I have to organize a different way to sort it out, and I have gone to some lengths to sort out going to this midnight release because I'm so excited and I really didn't want to miss it. I've never done anything like this before. I am so excited to go. I'm also quite nervous. I'm not like nervous about going to the store or anything or like being by myself, but I'm nervous because it's going to be really late at night and I'm going somewhere at nighttime, and I normally am like in bed asleep by at least 10 p.m. So it's a bit of a daunting thing. Other bookish things that I want to do in this vlog is I want to go book shopping, but I'll obviously go to the bookstore tonight for the midnight release. Depending on what the vibes are and how it goes, I might either buy some books there while I'm there and we can do the book shopping thing then, or I might do it another time because I think it might be crazy. Like there might be a lot of people there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll just have to wait and see when we go there and figure out the vibes and then see if anything catches my eye, if I end up buying anything more than just the Ballad of Falling Dragons. I'm so excited to go. Like I really have not done anything like this before and I'm so passionate about books and reading, and none of my close friends are this addicted and obsessed with reading as what I am, so it feels like something special just for me. I'm just really excited and happy that something like this is happening in the town that I live in now, and like we're getting access to all of these kinds of things because book reading has gotten so popular in the last few years. I feel like it kind of like died out for a little while and then has come back in with social media. I could be wrong. That could be me just living under a rock, but that's what I think. I'm just so excited to go and do a fun little bookish activity all to myself and like have it be my special little fun outing and activity to do, and get the book that I have been most anticipated for it to be released for so long now. I literally read When the Moon Hatched when it first came out, which was 2 years ago, and have been waiting for the second book to come out all that time, and it kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Like, this is one of the most exciting things that's happened to me in a long while. Like, I'm so excited to go and get this book in my hands physically and have it with me. I'm so excited. That is the plan. I will definitely show you what I get up to when I'm there. Hopefully it's not too daunting and I can get a few clips of things, and yeah, I just hope it's a fun time. These are all the photo frames that I got. I just got a bunch of different shapes and sizes and textures as well. Like this one has a different texture. Checks. This is a cute little scalloped one, and then a big square. Just printed off a few little bits and pieces that I want to frame. I love this. I lived in books more than I lived anywhere else. Love that. And then I also have these cute little ones that I showed you earlier, but I'm going to put these in. I've got a little fairy and a coffee machine. Gotta have the coffee. Gotta have the coffee. I'm just going to cut these up and then put them in the frames, and I'll show you that process once it's finished. And then I need to figure out where I actually want to put them. I kind of want to put them on this wall, but I also want to put some where you will be able to see them when I'm filming. Like, you're not going to be looking in this area, but this big blank wall would be a good spot to put them. Hi, sweetie pie. Are you finished? You got blackberries everywhere. So yeah, I'm just going to cut these out and put them in the frames, and then we'll figure that out later because I have to go to Bunnings and buy some nails anyway.
Here, Mom, here.
To be able to put them on the walls. I don't have any nails. I swear I did have some, but I can't find them anywhere. I've looked everywhere, so we need to get new nails. But yeah, that is what we're doing currently. Just gonna lock in and start cutting. I also forgot to show you guys, we've rearranged the room completely. I had my bookshelves over here. Actually, I'll just show you right now while we're doing this. So this is the setup that you would have already seen, where I put my bookshelves here, but originally I had the bed in this corner here. So my husband helped me move my desk, which was over here. So now I put the cot here, my desk was there, move that into this corner, and then switch the bed around, like just turned it around. I then also have this bookcase here that I've put nothing in. I'll figure out what I'm putting in that soon, because this was in Ivy's bedroom, but I switched a bedside table out of her room, so she's got books in that. And yeah, so that is the new little setup that we have. I'm liking it a lot. I just feel like it flows a lot better and I can fit more stuff in here. I just wanted to also grab this down. This is the print that we got at the midnight release. So I framed that. Now I'm going to put all the other prints in the photo frames and we'll go from there, because I won't be able to put them up today. I might just figure out where they're going to go. Maybe I can blue tack some of them up initially and see how it looks. All right, let's chuck some of these in some frames. I love this little fairy. I think it's so cute. All of these photos and like prints and stuff I just got off Pinterest and put them on my Canva as like a document all together, and then printed them off in their right sizes. These little frames, I don't know whether to just keep them on the bookshelf or to like hang them up, because I feel like they would look good hung up because they add a different size and like a different texture. But maybe we can just buy some more frames and just keep adding because eventually I do want to fill some space on here with bigger frames, like bigger than A4 size, I guess. And then I've got the copy for this one. Also, sorry if you can hear Frozen in the background. Frozen is the movie of the week. It's just been on repeat. And there's the little copy. Perfect. All right, let's keep going. Does that look cute? Or should we put that in a different one? Because I have this. I think that looks cute. I just broke a nail. Great. While I am just sitting here doing a little bit of work and crafty stuff, I thought that I would do a little book haul for you guys because I have a massive stack of books here. I know I was talking about at the start of this video going book shopping. I don't know where my mind was going, but I think I was trying to refer to me doing a book haul because I have actually been book shopping a fair bit in the last couple of weeks, and I have acquired this massive stack of books that I wanted to share with you guys. That's what I'm going to do. A few of them I have already read, and I have just bought the books as a trophy to put on my bookshelf. I don't know about you guys, but I love a trophy book. I love a trophy book. I will finish a book and then immediately go to the bookstore and buy it if I've listened to it on audio or read it on my Kindle and liked it enough to warrant getting it as a trophy for my shelf. So a few of them I have already read and I can give you my thoughts and ratings on them, and then the others I have just acquired and they're going on the TBR. Yes?
There you are.
There I am. First up is The Correspondent. I did buy this as a book that I had heard a couple of things about.
Come put a thing there.
Yeah, so I originally picked this up when I saw it in store because I had heard a couple of good things about it, and it's nice and short. It's only 260 pages long, so I did want something that was a little bit shorter to put on my TBR because I've been reading some massive fantasy books lately. I have now already read this, so I put it on my TBR and it lasted maybe a couple of days on there because I just immediately picked it up and wanted to read it. And I loved this. I rated this 4 stars, I think. Let me double check what I rated it. I rated it 4 stars. Yeah. My review is utterly delightful, full of heartache and suffering with light shining through in all the right places. I loved this. And I truly, truly did love it. If you don't know what this is about, look at, I've even tabbed some of it and I really, really loved it. If you don't know what this is about, it follows a lady. Her name is Sybil Van Antwerp, which is a bit of a mouthful, but that's her name, Sybil. She is in her 70s. This follows her through years of her life, starting early 70s, getting to her late 70s, I believe. The format of the book, the way that it is written, is just letters and emails and correspondence between her and friends, family, other authors of books that she has read. She literally will email or write a letter to anyone and everyone that she feels inclined to at the time. This just follows her through her 70s and all the things that she is going through with her family dynamics, her brother, things that are going on with her kids and the dynamics that she shares with them. It also follows her talking about her past with what she did as a career and how she got through that period of her life. There's correspondence between her and authors of books that she really loves, and she's writing to them to tell them why she loves the books. There's email correspondence between her and workplace people who are trying to help her and sort stuff out for her, and it does have a lot of heartache in it. You know, it's a 70-something-year-old woman who has been through a lot. She's lived through a lot. It does describe all of that sort of stuff and talk about it, but it is also full of humor and there is witty moments. She's quite funny. She's also quite straightforward and to the point. I absolutely loved this. I just loved following along with her life and figuring out what was going to happen and how she was healing some past traumas and wounds that never really went away. And I just loved the insight into this. I thought it was so easy to read, yet still heartfelt and hard-hitting in the right places. I just really, really enjoyed this. It was such a nice read. Then I also picked up Wild Dark Shore, which I don't know if I put this in a video actually, but this was my book club's pick for last month and I ended up rating this 4.25, I believe. Let me double check that. 4.25 stars. Also really enjoyed this. I don't typically, sorry, can't speak. I don't typically read thrillers, but because it's a book club book, I refuse to not read book club book. I just love going to book club at the end of every month and discussing the book, talking with all my friends about what they thought about it. This I really enjoyed. It follows our female main character who washes up on the shore.
No, I'm just climbing.
You're just climbing? It follows a woman who washes up on the shore of an island and meets the caretaker and his family who are running this island. They're looking after it and caring for it. It is very gloomy, misty, those kind of vibes, dark, dreary, a very harsh atmosphere, harsh environment. Basically, the caretaker and his 3 kids that he has on the island are looking after and protecting a seed bank, which if you don't know what a seed bank is, it's basically a massive freezer, I guess, a massive cold room where they store frozen seeds from plants all around the world to preserve them and protect them if anything was to go wrong in our world or in our lifetime. And then they would have the seeds to then replenish the world's food stores and grow. That's what a seed bank is, and I thought that this was really good. I liked the vibes of it, the atmosphere. Not only did I like the thriller aspect of it, it wasn't too scary. I didn't find it super scary, but it definitely had that thriller aspect of like wanting to know what was going on, wanting to know what was happening with the characters and their story, their background, like trying to figure it all out. It definitely had that, which I really liked. Let me just shut the door. As well as I felt like I was learning something within this. I felt like I was learning about plants, about seed banks. I felt like I was learning about the sea, the ocean, wildlife that lives on the beach of this island. There's lots of seals, elephant seals, I think they are, and penguins, that sort of thing. So I felt like I was learning something, and I also love that in books. I love when it's kind of teaching you something as you go and you don't really feel like it's teaching you something. So this was really enjoyable. Not typically a thriller reader because I find them scary, but this wasn't too scary, so I liked this one. 4.25. Went to the midnight release for Ballad of Falling Dragons, so this is now on my TBR and I'm so excited about it. I'm currently reading When the Moon Hatched, so I will be jumping into this next. This is my next read and I'm so freaking excited. I can't believe I have this in my hands. I mean, I feel like now the whole world has it in their hands because it's finally been released, but I'm so excited to have it in my hands specifically. This is now my prized possession. I can't wait for the special editions to come out. It all just needs to hurry up and be released so that I can buy and spend all my money on copies of this book. Then at the midnight release, we also got a copy of Sarah A. Parker's other book, which is called To Bleed a Crystal Bloom. This is another series of hers, and I honestly have no idea what this is about. No idea. On the back it says, it's in our nature to fall in love with the shackle that binds us. Very interesting. I'm guessing it's another romantasy. If it's anything like When the Moon Hatched, Sarah A. Parker knows how to do romantasy, so I will be diving into this sometime soon as well. I also love the sprayed edges. It's beautiful. Again, at the midnight release, this was also part of their like free gift that you got when you purchased The Ballad of Falling Dragons, and it is a romantasy cocktails book. I absolutely love this. This is so cool. I cannot wait to not be pregnant anymore so that I can use this. A few more to go. I picked this up the other day when I was just browsing around the store. It is called Songbird of the Sorrows. I have absolutely no idea what this is about. It is going on the TBR. It has beautiful sprayed edges as well. I swear everything these days has sprayed edges, but anyway, I really liked this one. I thought it was just intriguing when I walked past it. It caught my eye when I walked past it, so I wanted to pick it up, and I really have no idea what it's about. It says, ask no questions, obey your orders, respect your masters, but most of all, love no one. Spy, thief, princess, songbird. Princess Aella, I'm going to say Aella, was ousted from the Palace of Sorrows and gifted to the secret order of spies known as the Aviary at a young age. After she completes her training and passes the naming ceremony, Aella is assigned to the prestigious Alpha Flight led by none other than her former flame. Oh, okay, so a past flame. Everything about Raven calls to her. He is brave, loyal, and lethal, but love is forbidden within the aviary. When Alpha Flight is tasked with infiltrating the Eastern Kingdom's royal trials to seek a weapon hidden deep within its court, Aella struggles with the expectations placed on her. As old sparks reignite and the harsh realities of the realm reveal themselves, the mission begins to unravel, and Aella must decide if she is brave enough to disobey her superiors and do what she believes is right. Definitely sounds very interesting. Another romantasy. Sorry about Iverson's noises. Another romantasy to add to the TBR. Then I picked up The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. I have a fair few of Abby Jimenez's books, and I don't think I have enough just plain contemporary romance on my TBR because I'm always kind of searching for a palette cleanser but never have anything to palette cleanse with. So I picked this up just to add it to my TBR. I love also listening to Abby Jimenez's books on audio. They're just super easy to listen to while you're driving around doing chores or whatever. Yeah, so I wanted to pick this up and add it to my collection of Abby Jimenez books. I love your cuddles. Then I also picked up Theo of Golden. Can you even see that? Theo of Golden. I have heard amazing things about this. Nothing specific, like I actually don't know what this is about, but I've heard amazing things. It was also one of the top picks on my Kindle when I was scrolling through my Kindle the other day. It was one of the top picks that you could read on there, so I downloaded it on my Kindle as well because it's on Kindle Unlimited, I'll have you know. I read the back. I've completely forgotten about reading the back, but if the back and the quote that is on the back is anything to tell about the writing and the style of the writing, I think I will absolutely love this and definitely be annotating it and highlighting all the quotes that I love. So I'm excited to get into this. Right up my alley. Then I also picked up The Strength of the Few at the midnight release. I bought this myself at the midnight release. It wasn't gifted for free. This is just to have on my TBR because I finished The Will of the Many a few weeks ago, maybe like a month ago now. So I picked this up to have on my TBR ready to go. I don't know when I will dive into this. Look at the size of this book. It is so chunky. Let me see how many pages it is. Don't peek, don't peek, don't peek. It's honestly around about the same size as The Will of the Many, 660 something pages. So not too bad. And I definitely got through The Will of the Many faster than what I thought I would. Like it's definitely a very fast paced book. So I'm hoping this one will be the same. And I'm very intrigued to figure out how James Arlington is actually going to write this plot. Going off of the cliffhanger that was the end of The Will of the Many, I'm like, how do you write that? How are you going to write that in a way that people are going to understand what's going on? So I'm very intrigued about this and thought that I would pick it up to have it on my TBR. Lastly, we have two books that I have already read that I wanted to add to my shelves, which is City of Gods and Monsters and then Red Rising. I don't know if you'll remember if you've been here for a little while, but I actually had a copy of Red Rising and then ended up wrapping it up and giving it to a friend for a birthday. So I just wanted to replace my copy of Red Rising, which I read a few months ago. I gave Red Rising, how many times am I going to say Red Rising? I gave this 4 stars, I believe, and I also gave The City of Gods and Monsters 4 stars. Really enjoyed both of these. For Red Rising, this is a sci-fi. Actually, I really don't know. This could be fantasy or sci-fi. Let me just figure out what this is. Oh, it says everything. It says science fiction, fantasy, fiction, dystopia, young adult. So sci-fi and fantasy and dystopian? I really don't know, but this is set in space, so I'm going to go with sci-fi. It follows our male main character. His name is Darrow. He starts out as a miner, which is, he's kind of like the lowest of the low within this space realm. He has to work extremely hard to get food and stuff provided to him and his family. That's what he does. He's a miner. He's a very good miner. He has to work extremely hard to get food and anything provided to him and his family so that they can survive in the section of space and on this planet that they are on. So they are deep underground and are all under the impression that they're digging to figure out how to get to the surface, basically. They're all under the impression that everybody is struggling, nobody is on the surface, and that if you dig and mine fast enough that you'll be rewarded with the niceties in life, I guess. So the things that the people that are higher up in the government have in their lives. Anyway, he ends up discovering and figuring out that the world made it to the surface a long time ago and his whole life has been a lie and they are just basically using them for labor. Then he gets in some sort of deal situation, like kind of sacrifices himself to then infiltrate the government and go in this situation where there's trials. He has to survive this trial with other people his age that are also fighting to win this trial. And if you win, then you get a position high up in the government and you can influence the way that the world works. So that's what he does. He sacrifices himself, basically has an entire body makeover and becomes a new person to infiltrate the government and pretend that he is one of the prestigious higher up kids that are from the government people. Then he goes on this whole journey of this trial and creating sort of a team and figuring out what he's doing to win. That is where the story kind of takes off from there. So 4 stars for this one. I really liked it. Definitely something different. I don't read a lot of books set in space, but I have been enjoying books set in space, so maybe that is something that I need to try more of. But this was really, really good. Lastly, City of Gods and Monsters. I read this a long time ago. Let me double check. So I get this 4 stars. Did I leave a review? I did. I loved this. I really loved the romance in this. People keep emailing me. Sorry if you can hear that. I loved this. I really loved the romance in this. Darien Castle is the blueprint. Stunning. Does anyone else picture Bratz dolls running around in their mini skirts and stilettos, kicking ass and saving the day? This was a lot of fun and I enjoyed the characters. The plot was interesting, but I feel like her going to college was a bit of a missed opportunity as this wasn't really part of the plot at all. Maybe it's in the following books, but I'll have to read on to find out. The plot was still good, don't get me wrong. Action-packed, fast-paced, and lots of dots connecting along the way. The slow burn romance was what kept me invested. This is why I film everything when Ivy is asleep. It just makes life run a little bit smoother. But anyway, the slow burn romance was what kept me invested in this story. So good. Haven't read a slow burn romance this good in a long time. So consider me raised from the dead and invested. It follows our female main character, Lauren, and basically she gets into college. She's ordinary. It's quite modern. The realm is quite modern. They have phones and stuff like that. But she is a human being surrounded by vampires, werewolves, angels, demons, that kind of thing. She gets accepted into college and then she almost gets abducted by these bounty hunter dark slayers. Yeah, supernatural bounty hunters called Darkslayers, and they try to abduct her but end up getting her friend instead. So then she wants to figure out what's going on, like why these people are trying to abduct her, and then also wants to save her friend and rescue her. So she ends up accepting the help of Darien Castle, which is the male main character, and then this slow burn romance goes from there. They end up having to like find out all these clues and talk to all these different people and figure out what is going on, why she was maybe going to be abducted, and save her friend. So it follows a whole bunch of characters. There's found family in this, which was really cool. I love found family, just love found family. It's so fun. All the characters are incredibly different. They have incredibly different personalities, so that also makes it fun. Like there's some serious ones and some funny ones, and like they're all different beings, werewolves, vampires, etc, etc. And then I literally loved the slow burn in this. It was so well done, so good, so entertaining, kept me thrilled the whole time. It is such a chunky book and all the books in this are chunky, so that is why I haven't read on, but they are on Kindle Unlimited, so that makes it easier for me because I always read a little bit faster on my Kindle. So I will definitely be continuing the series. It just, when that happens, I can't tell you. So that is our stack of books that are either going on the shelves or in the TBR cart, and we will go from there. I think I'm going to call it a day with this chapter for Ultimate Bookish vlog. Wrap it all up. I have done pretty much everything that I wanted to get done, setting up the new bookcase, printing off some photos and hanging those up as you would have seen. I did want to get to my journal, but there is a lot going on in life at the moment. I'm getting further along in my pregnancy, as well as we have some family members staying with us at the moment and the house is just very chaotic. So I'm just going to put a pause on it and then hopefully we can just continue to add to the book room as we go on. I do have some exciting stuff coming up, so we are renovating and getting our kitchen done very soon, and we're getting some new furniture to add into the lounge room to make it flow a little bit better and make it function a little bit better. So when all of that sort of stuff is happening, I will hopefully film and record all of that so that I can show you guys, because I really want to show a bit of everything on here, show what we get up to. You know, this is our first house, it's our family home, and we are trying to make it our own. It's a big learning curve. There's lots going on, but we are having a lot of fun doing it. I'm so excited to have a new kitchen. I can't wait to see the before and after. It will be crazy because my kitchen currently looks like it's you know, built for 1975. That being said, I think I will call it a day and leave it there. I will let you guys go. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for being here. I'm very, very grateful to have your support and have you on this little journey that I am on currently. I hope that you enjoyed this bookish vlog. I had a lot of fun. We'll just do another one sometime in the future. Bookish things are not going anywhere in my life anytime soon. We are definitely going to keep these up. Next time I update the book room or update my journal or whatever, I will keep you guys posted. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Bye!